One of the things that I did to figure out how much to get pre-approved for was to do some research on Mashvisor and AirDNA to figure out what the average nightly rate was for a short-term rental, and then also what the average occupancy was for a short-term rental in Nashville, so I could then kind of get a figure for, on average, what kind of gross revenue I could receive on a month-to-month basis. So my initial goal was to make sure that we had enough revenue to cover the cost of the property taxes, the homeowner's insurance, the association dues, and the interest on the mortgage. I set the bar really low. I didn't care whether or not the entire mortgage was paid, because the principal portion of the mortgage payment every month, I would just be paying to myself. It's like a forced savings account. So I really wasn't worried about that. As long as my own expenses were covered, I could use the growth in property values as my return on investment. That's where I set the bar. We ultimately weren't even concerned about whether or not the property was going to cash flow on a month-to-month basis. Our main goal was to make sure those expenses were going to be covered. We set the bar low and we could work from there. So we ultimately determined that the pre-approval amount that we were going to be comfortable with based on the research we did was going to be around $500,000.